I can't.
At 29, Amaka believed marriage was forever. She and her husband, Fred, lived in a small rented apartment in Lagos where life moved fast and bills never waited. Fred was 35, handsome, proud, and obsessed with appearances. After 5 years of marriage, Amaka finally became pregnant. The pregnancy was difficult, and after 16 painful hours in labor, doctors rushed her into surgery for a cesarean section. The operation saved both her and the baby boy. But things changed afterward. The scar on her stomach made Amaka insecure. Sleepless nights, baby care, and stress made her gain weight. Fred stopped looking at her the same way. He complained constantly. "You've changed too much," he would say coldly. Amaka tried everything to please him, but nothing worked. One rainy evening, Fred packed his bags. "I can't keep pretending," he said. "I'm no longer attracted to you." Those words shattered Amaka more than the surgery pain ever did. He left her alone with their child. That night, Amaka cried until morning, wondering how the man who once called her beautiful could abandon her over a scar that brought their son into the world. Life became cruel after Fred left. Amaka struggled to pay rent in Yaba. She sold perfumes under the hot sun and braided hair outside her compound just to feed her son. Many nights, she pretended she wasn't hungry so her child could eat. Neighbors whispered behind her back. Her husband left because she let herself go. Those words destroyed her confidence even more. Sometimes, Amaka would stand before the mirror in tears and whispered to herself, "I cannot die like this." That day became the beginning of her transformation. She joined a small gym, learned makeup artistry, and slowly rebuilt her confidence piece by piece. The pain remained. But so did her strength. By 33, Amaka was no longer the broken woman Fred abandoned. Her beauty and perfume business exploded online. She moved into a beautiful apartment in Lekki and became known for her elegance and confidence. People admired her glow. But nobody knew the tears she cried to become that woman. Every success reminded her of the pain she survived. One evening, while getting dressed for an event, Amaka noticed her cesarean scar in the mirror. Instead of shame, she smiled proudly. That scar had carried her through motherhood, rejection, and survival. Meanwhile, Fred's life had become miserable. The woman he left Amaka for had taken his money and disappeared. Lonely and broke, he stumbled across Amaka's pictures online. His heart dropped instantly. The woman he once rejected had become everything he lost. Days later, Fred stood nervously outside Amaka's apartment door. When she opened it, he almost could not speak. Amaka looked beautiful, confident, and peaceful. "Amaka, please forgive me," he whispered painfully. "I made the biggest mistake of my life." For years, Amaka had imagined hearing those words. But strangely, they no longer healed anything inside her. "You abandoned me when I needed love the most," she said calmly. "You looked at my scar and forgot the child it brought into this world." Fred's eyes filled with tears. "I was stupid," he admitted. But Amaka simply smiled sadly. "The woman you left behind no longer exists." For the first time, Fred understood that some mistakes could never be repaired. At 35, Amaka had completely rebuilt her life. She owned a thriving beauty brand and raised her son with pride. More importantly, she found peace. Months before Fred returned, she had met Daniel, a kind widower who respected her deeply. Unlike Fred, he loved her scars because they told a story of strength. Fred begged repeatedly, but Amaka refused. "The woman you left behind no longer exists," she told him. For the first time, Fred understood the pain he caused. He watched helplessly as Amaka walked away, not with anger, but with dignity. On her wedding day to Daniel, Amaka stood confidently before the mirror. The scar Fred once hated remained on her body. But now it no longer represented rejection. It represented survival, motherhood, and the beginning of a better life. As she walked toward Daniel with tears of joy in her eyes, she realized something powerful. Sometimes, the people who break you are only preparing you for the people who will truly love you. And for the first time in many years, Amaka felt completely whole again. This story dwells more on how we should love our body as a CS mom, love our scar because that's our strength, our pride, our sacrifice as a mom, and never let anyone body shame us. And please, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you for watching. We love you.